Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, dear students. We are today going to second part of of chapter 4, IST-3553, and we are going to learn today a graphic user interface. What is a GUI or what is a graphic user interface? Graphic user interface is just representing things on a screen in visual way, or in visual icons, or in a set of that is can you click on it or do some action on it or write on it immediately on a screen. That is a graphical things, like we're writing a form in graphical way. So to do that in Java, we have something called a swing. A swing is just a part of the Java Foundation classes. As we know, that is the Java is just a set of classes and libraries. So that is used to create a Windows-based application. If we want to create a Windows-based application, we are going to use a swing. A swing is just a set of abstract Windows or abstract windowing toolkit. This API is just a lightweight or light version of AWT. A swing container, it's a container. What is a container? Actually, a container is a set, or it's a control that can hold many controls inside it, like a panel or a frame or any kind of the things. But our main container here is JFRAME. JFRAME is a container which inherits the JFRAME AWT. If you see here, it's inherit AWT frame class. If you see it's inherit from there, that means it's get all the functions and all the options of JAWT from we learned inheritance from the last class. So JFRAME is work like a main window where components like labels, buttons, text fields, combo box, and all these are just represented or drawing over it. Okay. So we are going to learn, we are going to see how we are going to make this in practical, inshallah. Okay. We have another thing which is swing controls. First control is JButton. It's a button. What is a button actually? Button is just a class is used to create a labeled button. Labeled button, that means a button which has some text over it that used to perform a specific task when someone is clicking, or when someone is click on that button. Label is just, or J is just a stand for Java. Java label, Java button, and so on. J label is just it's IT it is used to display a single line text. It's just to label something, but it's only read or read only text. So that means once you are run that text on your window, it cannot be editable. It cannot be editable. It will only read only. It will be read only. The text can be changed by either application or by the user in design time. So any one of them, but not on runtime from the screen itself. Text field is a text component that allows the editing of a single line text. So text field allows you to input or to insert or to enter or to edit a text. So unlike label, field or text field is just allows you to edit that text. Another type is we have text area. Text area is just exactly like a text field, but text field is allowed to write one single line only. Text area is just having a multi-lines. We can do a multi-line text. So password field exactly like a text field, but it's used for a password purpose, only for a password. That means if you want to enter a password or if you need a field for password, this field will be using. But the same concept or the same content of that. But password fields is always will hide the text in asterisk way. If you see here, I designed this form. If you see here, we designed this IST-3553, chapter 1 GUI or chapter 4 GUI. If you see here, this is which we wrote here in root color, it is a label. This is a text field. If you see this white area, square, it is a text field. This is the text area. This is the password field, and all this email address, password, IST-3553, all these are just labels. But also, if we have here, click me, I think it's just, it came behind the screen, behind the camera. Okay, just let me show you here. 1 second, let me show it. Now it will be, I think, it will be better. Okay, so text, click me here. If you see, this is a button. So this button is just allows you to, when you click on this button, it will do some action, and that's action called event. Okay, a control variable name. If you see, when we are drawing that variables, or if we are drawing that controls on a form, you literally just create a new form. First, let me create a new form, and we will see how we are drawing and going, and we will continue our classes over that. How we are creating a JFRAME? Just right click on your project and new in your bucket and JFRAME, create a JFRAME. I will say this is a test or class frame. So this is online class or online class frame. I will name it like this. So okay, just if you see here, it's unlike the previous one. Usually when we are running the Java, it's look like this. This is one of our classes. So here it will give us some drawing, and it will show us in right side. Actually, if you see here in right side, we have seen that. Sorry, just let me reduce this because it is, yeah. Now it's clear. If you see here, now I have a lot of icons here as swing controls. If you see these controls, this is just a frame, as we said, a container. This is a part of this container, either panel or tab panel, slide panel, scroll panel, a lot of panels are there. And the frame is the first one, or the topest one, which is a free design. This is our frame type. It's the free design type. So I can pull and drop on my form immediately. For example, I want to set a label, so I will put a label in this way. Just pull it and drop it in your form. Button, yeah, I will put one button here. And if we see there in our form, we already designed here, we designed many buttons and some controls. So we are going to design the same. So I need to design here one text field. So this is my text field. And I want to design also text area. So I will put one text area here. Under it, exactly same as we did there. And also password field, I will put one password field here. So now, I need a labels for each one of these. So I will put one label here, and I will put another label here, and I will put another label here. Now let me just see if our form is working fine or not, just by, if you see here, if you see this icon, it's called the preview design. So I want to preview design. Is that good, efficient for me or not? So I will know how to work on it. If I want to change the design, I will change the design. Okay, so now, after we're designing here, you see this first one here, IST-3552, it's just a change. We need to change some properties for this. What's these properties are we need to change? Just let we continue. First, it's just a variable name. What is a variable name? Variable name, if you see here in right click, sorry, in right side, we have many types of things. Properties, building, event, and code. If I come here, I just set this text box. If I say to code, I will get the variable name here. What is a variable name is actually? Variable name is exactly like when you are, if we are, just let me, for example, let we take this, for example. If I said here integer x, so x is a variable name and in type of integer. Here we have the same thing, so I will use the same concept. If you remember in chapter 1, when we're learning variables, we said that we have 4 rules to declare a variable. First, it should start with letter. Second, it shouldn't contain any symbols or any special characters. It shouldn't start with what call that? With the keywords. It shouldn't contain a keyword and so on. 4 rules. You remember that 4? Okay. So now let's use that variable. It's used to identify the control ID. So if I want to declare this ID, or if I want to see this control, of course I want to get its ID. The ID is just a variable name. Okay. It must be a unique name. That's mean I can't give 2 text fields with the same name. Okay. Third one is it's used to access or read the control values or properties. If I want to read, for example, the text from that box or the text from that text field or the values, so I will use that by identifying that variable. Okay, so now a control properties. So if you see here also I have another thing which is called, if I see this, I will say properties. What is this properties is? What is the properties here? So let me just see. If we see here, properties is just a common things are there. All of them, most of them, they have the same common things, which is mostly the font size, which is have font style, and font size. Also, foreground color. This foreground color is just the color of the text, and also a text. The text is the value that has been written here, either on runtime or on. For example, if I just change this to some text here, this text I will read it by using this properties, which is a text properties. Okay, so let's back here. Foreground font, we said a font is just we are changing the font name or style or size. For colors, we'll just change the font color. Background color, if you see here, our background is now white. If I change this to any background color, so I may change to any other color. For example, I will put this color. If you see the effect now, how it is? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So now background color is just set. That is most things. Or now let me design our, as we say, lab exercise here. Design a login form. Windows program using swing component if user entered admin username and admin password, show message that is login success in green color, else show wrong username or password in red color. Okay, let's we now design this form. Let me say, okay, let me just put this down and let me design that form. How we are going to design that form as he is asking for us. So let me remove this, all this here. Or let me create a new one. I am going to create a new one. Let's name it the login form. I will name it as a login form. Okay, finish. Now it's asked me to use one username, one password, and so I will use a label. First label here. I will say this one is, I will change text property to login. I'm not sure if it is appear with you. Yes, like this it's appear, I think. Okay, so I'll change text of this in preparatives here. I will change to user. Okay, this is the first label. So also I will change the font color, for example, to blue. Let's just give some life to our form. And then we need a text button, a text field. So I will put one text field here, and this text field should be entered a user. Okay, so no text will be shown here. Again, I need another label which is under this label to show me what? A password, is it? So I will say just this is a password. So a password also I will put color to blue, same as the first one. Okay, and I need one text box? No, we need what? A password field, because I want this to input a password. Also, I will remove the default text, what they have it for me here. I will remove it to keep it. What do I need else? I need also, just let me reduce this to look better. Okay, I need what? So is that form is okay for me? Yes, good. So it's good. So I need one button. I need one button. So I will add one button here. And this button is just, it should return login. Okay, let me see what he asked me here. He asked me if login window showing username and password, that's mean a message should be seen. Okay, where I will put a message? Message just I will put it somewhere here. So I will use another label here. For example, I will put this and just I will increase it and increase. We already discussed this in class if you remember. I will change the color, size, and I will put it italic. Also, I will change the alignment, horizontal alignment to center. Also, I will change the color to, for example, red or anything here red. This is the red, okay? So now I just, what text there? It's supposed to be no text. So only after login. Okay, so is that okay for me? Yes. So but still, I need to do something when I am clicking to this button. When I am clicking to that button, where is that? Login form. This is my login form. When I am clicked to this button, I should get some action. How we are going to do this? By right click on this button, and there is event, and then I will say action. So because I double click on the button, immediately it will take you to the button action. So here, what should I get? I should get two things. First, I should get the value has been written here, and the second value has been written here. All these values are in type of string, is it? Good. So I will go here and I will say string s, or this is username, I will take it, equal to what? Okay, string username and password. So this is two strings. So now I want to take this value and this value from the form itself, from this text field and this text field. But first, I don't know what is the name of this. What is the variable name here? So I will change this variable name to some name that is I know. So I will go to code. I will change this in text field 1. I will name it just text, txt, user. So now I know this one have a name and it's called it text username. And this one I will name it also text password. Just for above. I use text, that is because this is a text field or any text password or whatever. Now let's go to our action button, and under action button I will just say now username, where this value come from. It should come from this form, and what is it? It is text username dot, I will say just give me, or get what? Get name? No. Get selected text? No. Get text? Yes. I want this text. I want a text has been written in this form. So I will get text. A same thing for password. Password equal to this dot text password dot what? Get text. Again also get text. If you see here, this is you will get one line here. That is because this is overload function is there. Anyway, now let's see this password or this. I have to check now. Is that username and password is admin? So I will say if statement, if username dot equal to, is it equal to what? Is it equal to admin? Okay, and password also equal to admin, because as it says, if username and password are equal to admin, so do me some values or do me something here. So what should do? It should do what? It should display a text here. Okay, but what is this name? So to set the text in that, I need to get this name. So I will change the name of this also to, for example, label message, MSG. I will say label message, for example, just that is, I name it label message. Now, I will go back to my code here. Okay, so I will say if a username is correct, so I will say label message dot, or if I don't get this, I will say this form, it has a label called label message, and set what? I need to set what? I need to set the text. What should I set here? I set what I got here, what they asked me to set, login success. I should set this login success if username and password are admin, login success. Okay, but also it asked me to put what? It asked me to put in green color. Let me say now, let me check now my form now. Just let me run my form and see what I will get if I run this form. So I got username, I put admin, and password also admin. I got what? I got nothing, is it? Admin and password admin. I got login success, but I got it in red color. I got it in red color as a previous set. That is because I set this in previous time. So let's now change the color of this label also. So I will say this dot label. If you remember here, when we designed this in preparators, we change what? A 4 color. If you see here, we change this one. We change a 4 color here. So to reduce this or to change this, I will just go to do what? To change the 4 color in code. Okay? So again, I will say this dot label message set what? Oh, sorry. Set form or foreground. Foreground, put me what? Color. It's given by default, it's given me color dot yellow. But he asked me to go color dot green. Is it? So this is color dot green. So that's it. This is the okay, color dot green. So now let me run it again, run the file, and let me see, is that okay for us? Admin admin, and I will say yes, I got it now in green color. But what if I put any other password, or I don't know what will happen? It's nothing now will do. But let's we continue our code. What our code is will be continued. ايش المفروض احنا نسوي بعد هذا؟ في عندي الelse، اذا كان غير كذا فاذا عندي الelse. ايش الelse فيها؟ فيها نفس الكلام هذا. So this is the same, just a same thing. So let's change this is وش قال لي هنا؟ What is ask me? Wrong username or password in red color. So I am going to change this to else if the username is not admin and password, or the password is not admin. So I should get wrong user name or password, and the color should be red, R-E-D. So the color should be red. That is everything. Okay, so now let's we run the file, or then run our code, and let me see. If I said MMM and password is admin, what I got? Oh, wrong username and password in red color. So now let me change this to admin, and password is admin. What I will got? I got yes. Login success. That is everything, and by this we are closing chapter 4, and we are closing actually the whole outcomes of IST-3553. In this chapter, there is another one which is you need to do it as a homework to develop the previous code. What we wrote right now here, we develop it in place of getting a text, getting this text here. I need the form to display what it's called, something called J option button. That is show dialog. There's a form or J option. You have to import this and check, search for it and do it. Okay, thank you, and see you for final exam inshallah. Keep practice and practice and practice. Final exam till today, it is not declared yet, but by this we are closing the entire course materials, and I hope to see you inshallah for final exam. Thank you and have a nice day.